Hi, welcome to Shop Stop. Today we want to talk a little bit about sandpaper, different types of sandpaper as well as different grit.
Okay, what they mean by grit is, for example, an 80 grit would be a coarser sandpaper than 120, which would be a coarser sandpaper than a 220. So the higher number, the finer the grit.
The finer the grit, the less aggressive it's going to be as far as removing either wood or sanding down metal, depending on what you're doing with it.
Which is important because if you have a scratch on a piece of wood and you're trying to get that out of there, you want to have a grit that will at least be as deep as that scratch, or try to get something a little more aggressive. Otherwise, you're going to be there all day if you have a finer grit.
And then if the smoother the surface, then you start using finer and finer sandpaper as you start to finish it.
Right. So there are different kinds of sandpaper, and those, what are those, Randy?
Well, you can look at some wet or dry sandpaper. That means you can either sand with it with wet to help it to float the particles out so it doesn't stop up as easily, or you can sand with it dry like we would normal sandpaper on wood. That's it this week on Shop Stop. We'll see you next time.